Hello. Today I'm going to talk about styles of legs for Victorian chairs. Victorian furniture style was not an original creation, but rather an amalgamation of earlier European styles, and its popular furniture referenced in some way most of the major style movements including Rococo, Empire, Gothic, Turkish and colonial styles. Because of this diversity in influence, Victorian chair leg styles vary widely. The Victorian era spanned most of the 19th century and is named after England's then current monarch, Queen Victoria. Victorian furniture was the first furniture style to be mass-produced, and therefore strongly influences current traditional furniture style. Sabre legs. According to Buffalo as an architectural museum, during the early years of the Victorian era, chair leg styles were still transitional and tended to reference earlier popular styles, such as the sabre leg. A sabre leg is named after the sword it references, because it tapers into a flared curve. Typically, the chair legs flare outward in every direction. Victorian spool-turned legs. American Victorian furniture often features spool-turned chair legs, as noted by Old and Sold, an antiques auctioning company. Lathes were used to create these ornamental and highly stylized legs. Spool-turned chairs are named for their appearance, which is that of several spools or balls stacked vertically. Cabriole legs. Victorians were notoriously nostalgic and heavily influenced by then recent major design movements such as Rococo. Rococo was a 17th and 18th century French style that featured many curving and curling shapes and motifs. The Victorians revived Rococo midway through the 19th century. The Rococo revival was especially popular in America. One hallmark of Rococo was the cabriole leg, and this was included in the Rococo revival style. The Home Decorator collection defines cabriole legs as curved in two places, with the upper curve concave and the lower convex. The leg creates a stretched, modified S-shape. Rococo-inspired Victorian chairs are also known for their exaggerated curves and ballooning chair backs. Furnishings were made in exaggerated curving shapes. Baluster legs. Victorian furniture style was also influenced heavily by Turkish styles, especially during the later decades of the 19th century. This was partly due to the increased visibility of Turkey after the construction of the Suez Canal. Turkish chairs often rested on short baluster legs, and featured casters and heavy fringing. As defined by New Orleans antique store Ida Mannheim Antiques, baluster legs are usually short, thick and shaped like a vase. They take their name from the stairway columns they mimic. Other leg styles. Buffalo as an architectural museum notes that the final years of the Victorian era were marked by a colonial furniture style revival. Colonial chairs often have pilgrim legs, which are round or square, straight and tapered. Victorian furniture makers also revived the federal style. Federal chairs were known for their stiff, slatted back and columnar legs. Thanks for watching. Bye.